Daddy taught me don't be and gifted. Masterpiece, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound to surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like blah, yeah. And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at New Era Field in upstate New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with Andy Dalton and the Cincinnati Bengals. The Bills' Stephen Hauschka's got this one teed up, and off we go from New Era Field. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it through the end zone for a touchback.
Hands up, lead. 50. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hands up.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon, able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
You ain't doing nothing today. Check 13. Check 13. You draw forfeit.
Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. His throw incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. 3rd down from the gun. Dalton nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there. A 4th down gamble with Dalton. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the feet. That's caught at the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Mixon. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Check 24. Check 24. 6-3. 218.
Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And Bullock will put this one through. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating 1st downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Here's Allen. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Andrew Billings able to get him for a loss of about 3.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Check 3.
To throw, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Greystone, Travis. Hey, Echo. Hey, home.
On third and long, it's Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Get that quarterback and
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Rush coming, and he's taken down. That sack by Tremaine Edmonds.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Throwing on second and long. Dalton is going to air it out deep for Green. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call the timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Hey, lead! Here we go. Hey, we got time right. You got 3? You got 2. Move!
Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? He's going to float this one deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. On second down now, it's Perry. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Perry. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. This is Perry. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Check. Fresno.
Now Perry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, it's Perry. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
From the gun, it's Allen. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
Five wide. Joker. Five.
Going for it on 4th down. Allen, he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
He's checking crack.
They run with Perry.
Under 10.
Darquez Denard there to make the tackle.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to the ground, this time with Gore. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning.
That's it, baby. That's it. Mike.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
319. On the ball. Jim. Pass 85. Let's go.
On 1st down, Allen. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Check 49. Alert. Switch it. Come on. switch it. Check 1252. Check 50. Check 50.
On second down now, it's Perry, and he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
On third down, Perry, and running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the Bills are going to tie the game at 3. So you're a boxing guy. How do you score that on your boxing card? A very long drive, but 3 points.
And I really want to do my boxing analyst voice right here, but I'm going to keep it normal for us, right? I call it a draw. That type of a drive has to feel good, right? You take it all the way downfield, you control the ball, control the clock. But they only got 3 points out of it. So defensively, it could have been worse, right? So I give it a draw.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Maurice Alexander making the stop defensively.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Defense offsides here. Freebie for Dalton. Going deep for Eifert. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd down and 5 yards to go.
4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. The final act of the first half. Dalton going deep downfield for Ross. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. It's hauled in by Lee Smith. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. He's coming. Double up, double up.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Sean Williams that time in on the stop. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Perry. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. 47 yards. And the Bills have taken the lead. Hauschka with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-3. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Watch the safety creep. They go 368.
Again, it's Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Watch the run. Watch the run. It's top, baby. That's an egg shot. Mike 41. Mike 41. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. He finds his running back, Mixon. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big third down pickup of 20 yards.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 30. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll try the left side. It's Perry. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals' 38-yard line.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter play. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz,
John Brown, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. John Brown, 38 yards, and the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 48.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Allen. Got him in. It's Brown. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. John Brown. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bills will add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Dalton. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Andy Dalton now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. This will be Dalton again. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Dalton. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 38. Throw from Dalton taken in by Eifert. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Tight down. There you go.
And it'll be Dalton again. He completes it to Boyd. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw again on 2nd down. Dalton, he's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield. The Bengals on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Dalton here from the gun. And Eifert has it. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Dalton to his big target, Eifert, for the Cincinnati first. Andy Dalton now has hit on just 7 of 17 passes, 41%. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Dalton. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon there to make the grab. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I'm going to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Bang, 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 bang. Quick dash. Come. I got him, back to mine. I got him.
They'll try the left side. It's Perry, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd.
Let's get that ball, Let's get that ball right here. Kill.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Bills send the punter out. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Milano in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Another try after the first down sack. Dalton, this one grabbed by A.J. Green. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And that'll set them back 5. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. From the gun, Dalton. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again. Dalton, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. And Dalton to throw. And he's going to go down again. Jerry Hughes in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.